Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lord Club Big Heart Ministry Sermon Theory, Blast the Nation Theory. I'm Pastor Marco. Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I know, shake here. Sorry about that, but I'm in the trailer. If I do it outside, you hear the traffic. It's too bright, the sun. For me, I have to wear real dark sunglasses. And I need to read the scripture. I've been doing this ever since last April, 2024. Praise the Lord. If you want to hear any of those videos in the past, fine. They're all still on there. Over 650 videos. I lost count, but it's over that many. That's because I have different theories. Just like a TV network. I have Michael's Journey, just for Bride, originally. ICAP, International Commercial Archaeology Preservation. Sit down with Marco, and also because dating. Okay, now let's get to that. We're talking about Noah's Ark. Breaking down everything so you learn all about what happened to that, the biggest disaster event ever since the beginning of time. The one that's coming up, it's going to be what? But this is what it all began. But not only that, they let's talk about salvation. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about how Noah's Ark to be built and who's going to be on Noah and his family. Now about the animals in Genesis beginning, Genesis chapter 6, verses 19. We're going to do 19 to 22 today. Short. The next one will be chapter 7. God's still speaking here. He's explaining everything what Noah needs to do. And God will do. And every living thing of all flesh, two of every sort, shall thou bring into the ark to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. You already explained before that Noah, his wife, son, and his wife, Elsie, excuse me. Alright, I was trying to say that Noah and his family first. Now we're talking about the animals. That Noah got to bring them in. That Noah had to bring them in. And then they God brought them. Noah had to go collect the animals. Woo! I can't imagine how he had to get T-Rex then. Huge animal. Brachiosaurus, I get it in there. Nauropod. Probably the small. Because the size of the ark is only 515 feet. Alright. Think of aircraft, Nemec, the same size. You watch that Nemec. Look it up. You'll see about that size. 3 level. So, it's not very much. They're all probably standing right next to each other. With that male, female dog sitting next to each other. Right next to it. Probably the cat sitting next to them. Meow, meow. To the dog. Oh, oh. But they all behave. God control them all. Don't kill them all of each other. He's dependent there. They all had to be behaved and go right into the ark. It's amazing. All tight. You got room there? Get in there. Sit. You, over here. Sit. It's a lot of work. A lot of speed. But I believe that because the genes they have, it's not the. There's got to be about 100 different species of dogs. But you're thinking modern day. No. Labradoodle wasn't around about 50 years ago. Nope. Somebody created that. Not pure breed. The pure breed probably 2 different kings. That's the original dogs. For example. They found hundreds of different dinosaurs. But according to Ken Ham in his research, 75 different species. I'm not sure about that. It doesn't say that. It does very clearly. Listen to that. And every living thing of all flesh. That means all 300 different dinosaurs. Ooh. How they get all of them there? I get that. Small baby made me act and put it in there. Warmed up by somebody. Knows what he's doing. The chicken has to lay on top of the eggs to keep it warm. That's why you remember you were a kid in school. I did. We had a big glass case with the heat lamp and watch. It's very hot. But watch it and it popped out chicken. And when it was done, sent it to the farm. That was when I was in elementary and after school. So, Nora must have done something like that. Because the long way with the rain and the water come down. Then after that, he farmed and breeding the animals himself. Brian, who found Noah's Ark, found very close to where Noah's Ark was. The farm, the house and everything. He thinks they're related. He had a text and everything very old. He had a lot of different animals were there. So he believed that was Noah's farm. Way up high by the Ark in Turkey. Should take a trip to look at those. So it's every two. Two T-Rex, 2 Brachiosaur, 2 alligator, 2 crocodile, 2 everything. Fish, I believe, stay down in the water. But listen to that. Maybe not. Listen. Verse 20. A fowl after their kind, and all cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after its kind. To every store shall come to thee, to keep them alive. Fowl the bird, all kind. You imagine how big eagles are. Hawk. Somebody took a picture. It was huge. Bigger than thought with those bird watchers have taken pictures. Someone yard at huge APEC picked it up. It looked like a flying bat type of bird that walked on about 4. Yeah, he walked with his wings. Very long beak, thin head. Fly like that. Okay. Within the ark, his poop. In the Wild West, almost 200 years ago, the cowboy and the pioneers met. Without blowing wet, they captured one, they killed one, and had photograph. I believe it. It was huge, over 20 feet long. Today people think it's AI and all that. Excuse me, if it's been around for a long time. Yes, it's been around for a long time. And the Thunderbird, they picked up a boy in Ohio back in the 70s, early 80s, around that time. Neighbor, about 20 people saw that happen. The boy struggled, and the bird couldn't stand him wiggling around, though. The bird let him go. Dropped about 10 feet or 20 feet. You gotta remember, the boy is too heavy for the bird to pick it up anyway. But it's true. Huge. Like I said, the big bird they caught and killed and caught, it's as long as my trailer. I can imagine how big the wing is. I'm in a 24-foot trailer. 20 feet inside. Woo! Big. No, they got them in the ark. They all got in the ark. Move over, get this tight spot. There you go. Stay right there. I'm sure he did. All the bird goes right in. Alright, come on, get in there. The 66 knowing seagulls. When I did my research for my trailer design, my trailer company, Seagull RV, there are 66 different seagulls. All in the ark. Probably got a whole bunch of beans and stuff. Get up there, guys. Get up there. Or a bird cage. Get up there. Some animals, when it stinks, you didn't get them in. I'm sure of it. But they all behave. God made them behave. Obey Noah to get in the ark. "21. And take thou unto thee all of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them." Them mean the animals and the fowls. All 8 humans. thousands of different animals. Thousands of birds. It's all different kinds. But he made it. That 515 feet long ark. That's amazing how you could fit them all in there. Yet it got smelled. You know how the dew smells like? Remember those old dew inside? You see them all encaged, all indoors. Still could burn that dew used to have like that. The animals just that was wrong. They've changed it to make it all outdoors. Get fresh air for them. But back then you really could smell the the dropping or peeing their napping watch, both the animals and the birds. For creeping things, no. Yeah, I used to have an ant farm. But I'm sure you had an ant farm for all those ants. Different ants. All different bugs. Yep, even back bugs. Yep, you brought them in. I know, don't get angry. Because you brought the bed bugs. But God said to bring them in. We hate bed bugs. The problem's all over right now. Everybody has them. Another thing, nothing about fish. I knew that. Because when I read, I knew that no fish would go in. I said, that's because God would flood the whole world. Because the deeper it is, the higher pressure down deep. God brought those fishes, whales, sharks, and all that up higher from being crushed down below. Brought them up close to surface for all the fishes. You know that fish and whales and sharks need to breathe air. Yet they do breathe air. They can hold for a long time underwater. Longer than we do. So that's what they did. Go up the air and come back down the water. It really changed the pressure on the fish. Because the water got very deep. You know, that's why. The barometer changed quickly. It killed a lot of animals yet. That, if you understand science, there's cold-blooded and warm-blooded. Well, warm-blooded, we get 98.6 degrees hot. Even when the weather's hot, I'm hot already. It's hot outside. About 80 degrees right now. Finally, this year. Today. 80. We're made to survive through cold weather. But the cold-blooded, because back then it was perfect weather. Everything, the creation, to know what our time the flood began. It never rained. Never did. My understanding how nature, I had to figure it out. Look at the picture. I didn't do any research. I could see what God did. You know how? You can remember the rivers in the garden? Okay. He made all that water plenty every land, everywhere. Rivers are vertical. The garden, everywhere. The water of the garden. The ground was kept moist. 100%. No need to rain. Kept moist all that time. Of course, the debris, it brings met overnight. Met. Doesn't happen. That's what I think it did happen. But after the flood, you'll read about that. Totally changed. That's what affected them animals and die out. Like dinosaurs, the cold-blooded. Why they die out after that. Could not survive this weather pattern we have ever since. Nope. The warm-blooded stayed down. That's called survival of the fittest. It's nothing to do with evolution. Darwin misunderstood. He was a Christian, but he misunderstood and turned against God. Bam. verse 22, it said, that did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. That means everything what God said. So Noah did everything. Start building the ark first. Then you get some animal while doing the ark. Get more. Taking time. Oh, I'm tired of doing that. Let me do that. Go back and forth. I'm sure you did. With some animals. And get more. The closer you were finishing, I'm sure then. Get them all the ark. Get them all in there. And the food too. I'm sure the women did the gardening. Raw food, everything. And get all the food. And get all the seed everywhere. Get all the seed and put it in the ark. Probably in jars. What they have was fade. Clay fade. They put them all in there. A bunch of seed in there. Close it up. Each one, name it. Probably just sticks thing. This is corn. This is wheat. This is apple. This is orange. All that. And also the seed inside the food they brought in the ark. When they're done, open it up. Get the seed. Put it in the jar. Then give it to the animal or for themselves to eat. Oh, there's some seed. Then put it in there. That's what they did. So, you see, 22 minutes. Alright, you see every animal. You did every cattle. There were some cattle that were huge ones. Not the one we have today. We have heifer, we have dairy, we have brown, we have, I don't know all the different names, but there was one huge cattle. It's gone. You see the cave painting. It's called Imnich. Imnich. I don't know if I did it right. This cattle have a huge horn, like that, upward. It's similar to some of the tribe in biblical time. You see in the movie with that same horn. The Viking, yet. But the Viking never wore a horn on their hat. But you see in the movie, that's the cattle horn I'm talking about. A huge one. The ball. Imlich. They did ball, but I believe that was the largest type of cattle. Imlich. It's about 25% bigger than the biggest species of cattle surviving today. That's big. Probably taller than I am. I'm 5 feet 2.5 inches. But it's probably about 5'5", 5'7" at the shoulder. From the ground to shoulder. It's big. I have a book on dinosaurs. They even listed all the mammals that went extinct. Talk about their cattle. That's why I like cryptozoology as well. Cryptozoology means the study of hidden animals or undiscovered animals. Several hundred of them are being discovered each year because humans today did not know what brought in the ark. What some animals have crossbreed itself. Like dogs do. You can see them when you're walking outside. You saw dogs fooling around with the other dogs that are not the same species. And they procreate. Well, same concept. They may have done that. It's not evolution. It's crossbreeding itself. Okay. So, there's some animals that are being discovered all the time. Or we discovered they thought went extinct. Crippet. CYRPTIDI. It means hidden animals. There's some people think it's really real, like Bigfoot. It's photographed, but not one been captured yet or found dead yet. It might be a man in a monkey suit. We don't know that, but I'm talking about cryptozoology. The unicorn. Yeah, they were unicorn. Dead right in King James. Unicorn. Word unicorn. They found the unicorn. Yep. That one. It was huge. Rhino-like body. It wasn't a horse. If you want to think that, that's the deer. Because deers have those horns like that. Yep. In my book on dinosaurs, it's right there. I said, wait a minute. That's got to be a unicorn. I look it up, read that it was possible as unicorn. Ah, there's unicorn. The deer, not horse. Deer. Yep. There's a twist horn. They were at the ark. That's why you hear the folklore stories, because of Noah. In his generation, people told stories. You know that there was some unicorn in the ark? People say, oh yeah. Then it goes on and on. They forgot that it wasn't the ark. Because they didn't listen right. Where did I hear that from? But still, what about Bigfoot? Ezekiel. That's Genesis 24. We'll talk about Ezekiel. Was he possible the first Bigfoot? He was big, yes. He was very hairy. He was red hair. Could be that, or it was Neanderthal. Neanderthals were red hair. And they were from Europe. My family was from Europe. I have some family members that have red hair. We may be from Israel family line. I'm an ethical. But the Bible said it's just Noah and his family. Human. Like us, you and me. Every color. It's one. Then eventually, when they had children, spread of different colors of their skin. From albino white, very white, to very dark black. I've dated all kinds, even the very dark. Oh yeah. My mom loved her, but she needs the Lord. So I had to break up with her. Alright, you understand how this is all happening here with all these animals? Yet. They may have crossbreed, creating more animals after the ark. But in the ark they had to behave. No. Don't allow. They have no room. God muted them. Maybe them die could go, ah! Maybe some birds tweet. You'll hear them all, that noise, and I'm sure it'll echo. And yeah, I'm sure it drove Noah and family. Oh my goodness. How much more time? Alright, let's get to the end. That's tomorrow, chapter 7. We'll break down the whole thing. That was an outline that God explained what Noah needs to do. Then you'll read about all that happening, including the flood, tomorrow. Alright? Thanks for watching. God bless.